Yo, what is good, dev guys? Welcome back. In the last video, we set up our logic for our power level. And in this video, I want to go ahead and make that power level change when we overlap our batteries. And luckily, we already wrote most of the functionality for collecting our batteries. So when we collect our batteries, we want to cache the battery power into a float variable so that after we finish finding all of our batteries or our pickups, we can go ahead and, as a collective, add that battery power or that power level to our current power level. So what we want to do here is, before we jump into this loop, let's go ahead and create a well, it doesn't have to be const, but we can do a float, and this is our cache power level. And we set it equal to 0. And in here, when we check and see if the overlap actor or the pickup class is active and not about to be destroyed, we also want to go in and check if it's a battery. So we can say a battery pickup, which is declared in this header if you're not using Rider, declared in battery pickup.h. Well, pickups, I think the exact, it's pickups and battery pickup.h. So if you don't have Rider, you have to hashtag include pickups / battery pickups.h. Just think of includes as all your variables being just how you do it inside of Unity, when you have all your variables and your lists and all your declarations all on the same page. That's all this include is doing. It's including all those variables and all the information that you need to dive into this class and access those values. So let's go back here and set a pointer to the A battery pickup, call it battery, and we can set it equal to a cast to the same class, to the A battery pickup class. And what we can use as the source is our overlap actor. And if this is valid, we can go ahead and add that or cast that power level to our created variable up here. So let's go ahead and say if battery pickup, or battery, I should probably call this battery pickup. So here's a trick. If you double click on a variable and press Control RR, you can go ahead and rename, and it gives you some names that you can use, but you can also just go in here and type in a name, whatever name you want. But battery pickup is the name that I want. Thank you, Ryder. And now if battery pickup is valid, let's go ahead and say our cached power level is equal to the cached power level plus whatever the power level of that battery is. And I forget the call that it is, but it's battery pickup dot. Let's see if we got, it's a charge amount. So we can use our public function here. Our public getter is called get battery charge amount, and that will return the float and add it to our already calculated cache power level. And then after this loop is all done, we want to go ahead and just add all of this cached power level to our current power level. So let's say if our cached power level is greater than 0, then we want to go ahead and add that to our current power level. So we'll use our function to update our current power level and pass in our cache power level as the amount. So when we save that and build and run the editor, we should be able to see our power level increase in the details panel when we collect batteries. So let's double check that we did everything right. Okay. We don't want to open these, so I'm gonna hit cancel. I'm gonna hit play, and before I click into this window, I'm gonna navigate over here into my world outliner, and I'm gonna find my third person character class. If I click on it, I should be able to type in power here so that we can see this current power level variable update. So let's go ahead and start collecting this power here. And you see it's 2,700, 3,000, 3,200, 3,400, and it'll keep rising. And right now we don't have anything that is making our power level decrease, so we'll just keep on gaining power. So in the next video, we're going to use the game mode to slowly decrease our power level over time, which will further push us into our actual game loop where your player will die if he runs out of power. And if you guys are ready to jump into that, go ahead and get into the next video, and I'll see you guys in there. Peace.